Thank you, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the opening ceremony of the 10th Annual ISC HPC AI Advisory Council Student Cluster Competition. I'm Brian Sparks, Director of Worldwide Operations for the Council. And before we begin, let me express my gratitude for everyone on the call, students, judges, administrations, all who have all helped bring this competition together. Again, despite the challenges that we continue to face during this pandemic. Hopefully next year we'll bring this all live, and by all counts, it looks like everything is going to be returning to normal within that time frame. So fingers crossed. Joining me today is Ophir Mayar, HPC Works Special Interest Group Co-Chair and Cluster Center Manager for the HPC Advisory Council, who has spent many years bringing these student cluster competitions to life. But before I introduce this year's competitors with Ophir, a few words from Gilad Shiner, Chairman of the Council, and Najas Sislak, Marketing Manager at ISC Group. Gilad and Najas, we're celebrating a decade of the student cluster competition here at ISC. Congratulations.
Thanks, Brian. So first, we're doing that or managing the competition for many years, and we've managed to talk with students or participate of the early competitions, and learn from them how the competition actually helped them in their future career. We see students that participate in the competition that now serves in key technology positions in leading companies in the area of high performance computing, cloud infrastructures, deep learning, and so forth. And the competition gave them great boost of knowledge around high performance computing technologies, around artificial intelligence, be able to actually run those algorithms on those applications on real environment. In previous years, when we had the competition physically in Germany, the teams also were tasked to build a small supercomputer of their own and actually bring that into Germany and work on that system. So first, I want to congratulate the teams for participating in this year's competition. I'm sure that you guys will enjoy the training, enjoy the session, enjoy being able to run the different tasks, and hopefully they're challenging enough. I also want to thank ISC. Many years of partnership to run the competition, and we hope and strongly believe that next year we'll be back in Germany. So be able to go and actually have the teams build their systems in Germany as part of ISC. I want to thank the teams from both NSCC Singapore and University of Toronto for providing from their supercomputing resources to the teams for running their tasks, for running their missions. Last year, the teams used the system in NSCC Singapore. This year, we're very happy that they can actually run on 2 supercomputers, which the second one is part of the University of Toronto. And that will bring more knowledge on how to use different kind of environments. The supercomputing in Singapore is built in one way. The supercomputer in University of Toronto is actually built in a different way. So it will be a great experience to log into those systems and actually leveraging from the resources there. And again, I want to thank NSCC Singapore and University of Toronto for helping us and contributing from their system time for the competition. I also want to thank the entire team that helps to manage the competition every year. It's not an easy task. There's a lot of preparations, and I want to thank all the folks that bringing from their expertise and help with the training, help with the judging, helping with setting the criterias and so forth. So with that, I'll move the virtual mic to Negus.
Thank you very much, Gilad. Hello, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are. I am very happy to represent ISC today from Germany. It's a public holiday, but I'm very excited to be here with all of you today. As Gilad said, this competition marks the ISC Student Classes Competition's 10th anniversary. So I would like to say a few words about that. So in the last 10 years, the competition has experienced some significant changes. First of all, in 2012, we started off with 5 teams, and now we are able to host 14 teams on the exhibition floor in Frankfurt. Unfortunately, the last 2 competitions have been virtual competitions due to unavoidable circumstances. But we are hopeful that we will be able to do this once again next year when the authorities allow us to organize live events again. Also, when we first introduced this competition 10 years ago, there was only one other cluster competition in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Now we have national and regional competitions as well, and we have been successful in including teams from those competitions into ours, making our competition a truly world-class competition. Even the applications that are being used in the competition have moved along with the industry's development in the last 10 years. So basically branching into machine learning and data analytics, not just HPC. So when you think about all of this, it's actually very remarkable that we have young people, university students, running the same applications that researchers and scientists are currently using to understand challenges like climate change and also new diseases. So now a bit about what happens behind the scene. Gilad mentioned something about that. I would like to emphasize that if this competition is going so strong year after year, it is because of the thinking and hard work the HPC AI Advisory Council puts into it. So here, on behalf of the ISC management, I would like to personally on behalf of the management, and I myself would like to thank Gilad Shiner and Brian Sparks for helping to integrate this competition into our conference in 2012, and to HPC AI Advisory Council, everyone else who joined the organization after that, as well as all the juries for being such close and reliable partners all these years. So I'll move to my next slide. So, I just want to emphasize that all the student teams have access to the full conference, exhibition, tutorials, and as well as the workshops. So we hope that you will make use of this opportunity to participate in the conference actively this year. Normally, this is a bit challenging during the live event on the show floor, as you'll be very busy up to the last minute. But as this is a virtual competition this year, please do grab the opportunity to connect with people for the same reasons Gilad mentioned earlier. There is this opportunity helps you advance in your career. And this year, we actually have a lot of exhibitors, organizations that are advertising their job openings. So yeah, you can connect with them virtually. With this, I wish every single team a very good participation. And I also urge the audience to dial in again on July the 1st to cheer all the teams. With this, I say thank you. And back to you, Ophir.
Thank you. Just before Phil jumped in. So first, it's definitely not just Brian and myself. There is a good and large teams behind that participate and help. Again, I want to thank them again. And definitely, Negus raised a good point here. You have access to the tutorials and conference and workshops. So leverage that to be able to see the virtual or the online sessions as part of ISC. At ISC, as Negus mentioned, we started with 5 teams 10 years ago, many years ago. We decided to actually keep a 14 team size, not because we cannot grow, we probably can do or host many more teams, but we wanted to keep a small set of teams to be able to help or be very close, to be able to support all the way. We are hosting winning teams from different competitions around the world. We're hosting teams from the competition in South Africa. We're hosting the winning team from supercomputing. We're hosting the winning teams from the competition in China. We're hosting the winning teams from the competition in Singapore, from the competition in the UK. It's exciting to actually first host winning teams from other competitions, as well opening for other teams to join and participate in this competition, which is a great learning experience. And in my perspective, a great competition to participate in. So Negus, again, thank you very much for the help. Please thank the ISC teams from us. And Ophir, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Gilad. Moving on, we want to thank NSCC and, of course, the University of Toronto with the SciNet department, the supercomputer over there, to help us with the resources. And we have here Danny Gruner from University of Toronto and SciNet organization to maybe say a few words.
Sure. Thank you, Ophir. I'm really happy to be participating, even with the provision of some resources to this competition. We've been longtime supporters of student competitions at different levels. In fact, we've organized a high school big data challenge for students in Canada, and that is growing. We've done it for the last 6 years or so. In any case, all I want to do is welcome all the teams, make sure that you understand how our system works. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to email us. We have, I'm going to post in the chat our email address where you can request support. It's very simple. It's support@scinet.utoronto.ca. And our whole team is there to help out. So it's a quote unquote standard supercomputing setup. It's just a bunch of Intel nodes with InfiniBand interconnect and the standard resources. And I hope you can really milk the performance out of this system. So happy to have you and excited to see what you guys can do during the competition.
Thank you, Danny. I would add that we have resources. I mean, the clusters in NSCC, we have 60 GXs with V100 GPUs and CPU nodes with Intel Haswell, and with the University of Toronto, we have Intel Skylake, both of them with an InfiniBand EDR network. So great resources, and try to use it, enjoy, and learn from it. We move in to introduce the teams. We have this year 13 teams from 7 locations: China, Germany, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Taiwan, and the UK. And we start by introducing them. First team from Center of High Performance Computing, CHPC, from South Africa. South Africa won this team, not the same students, but this team won the ISC21, and it was the second place in ISC20. So very strong team. All of them from University of Witwatersrand in Johannesburg. I hope I spell it correctly. They total participated in 8 competitions, and they won the 4 gold awards, first place, and 3 silver awards, and 2 bronze awards, third place. And very strong team, very strong. And those teams are coming to us after internal competition in South Africa between different universities. So good luck. Moving on to the CIUK team. This team is coming from, first of all, is a new team for this competition, coming from two universities, Durham University and University of Bristol, both in the UK. So it's hard, but new team, good luck. You have a lot of challenges, and we'll see how it goes. Next team coming up is the team from Germany, University of Heidelberg, Heidelberg's team, that's the name, Heidelberg's. This team is participating, this is his 4th year in a row, participated already 3 times in the past. Wish you good luck. Next team coming up is from Jinan University. Jinan won the ISC 2021 just a few weeks ago, maybe a week ago. You have a lot of challenges. It's a new team for us, and good luck. Moving on to NCKU, National Chinkang University from Taiwan, NCKU DAG team. Not a new team. We've been with us, and IC19 won the fan favorite. Wish you good luck. And we'll move on to the next team. National Tsinghua University from Taiwan as well. You see the team, NTHU. Very strong. They participated in 17 competitions until now and won 3 times first gold award. And in addition, they won 4 times the highest impact. So a lot of challenges, a lot of success in the past. And wish you good luck. Our next team from Singapore, Supernova team, and Nanyang Technology University, NTU. Also a very strong team. They are 4th place in the leadership list. Already participated in 13 competitions until now, and we see them every year. Wish you good luck. See how it goes. Next team is from Shanghai Tech University, Greek Pi _. And when I asked him why underscore, he said, that's the name, Greek Pi _ team. That's the name, that's the logo from Shanghai University. We saw them a few years ago. They participated already in 4 competitions, and they won once the silver award. Wish you good luck, Geek Pi, and see how it goes. Another team, the next team, Sun Yat-sen University, Sun Yat-sen from China. They won in the past the HPL award, participated in ISC19, and they won in the ASC 2021 as a 2nd place. They joined us recently, again, a week or 2 ago, after they won the 2nd place in the ASC in Asia. So good luck. Moving on to the next team. Tsinghua University from China, Diablo team, a very strong team. I think they are the 1st place in the worldwide leadership list with 11 gold awards, 4 silver awards, and 2 bronze awards, in total of 21 competitions. So very long list of competitions. They won the third place in ISC20 and second place in ISC19. So very strong team. Good luck. And moving on to our not only flops team from Spain, UPC or Universitat Politécnica de Catalunya. I hope I spell it correctly. UPC in Spain. They are with us. I see them every year, and they were the fan favorite last year. See how it goes this year. Very strong team. Good luck. Moving on to University of Science and Technology of China, Shuangzi team. This team is the winner of ISC20 from last year. And this year we are looking forward to have you here. A strong team. And then moving on to the last team from Jiangton University, Cyberpunk 6031. That's the name. See, from Jiangton University from China. New team again. Good luck. This summarizes our teams for 13 teams for the competition. And in addition, I would like to thank all the team advisors that supporting the student teams for ISC21 Student Council competition. I won't mention all the names, but we have many advisors on different teams that support the students. It's very important. Some students have they need the push and expertise in the background, how to connect, how to manage, how to run, and so on. Thank you, all the advisors. Moving on, we are going to present the applications that we are going to run. We have a few of the judges here that we are going to talk to. We'll start. We have the HPL, HPCC, and HPCG micro benchmarks. We didn't have it last year, but we decided to include it this year so you can run and compare and practice, even though it's the same cluster and results may be expected to be similar. This is for you to play around and to feel it and to practice. In addition, we have 4 applications and coding challenge. Applications are WRF, is a weather app. GPAO, it's physics, I would say. MetaHibmer 2 is, I would say, also physics. And LAMPS, which is molecular dynamics. Let's move on to talk a few words on each application. So LAMPS, do you have Stan here? I didn't see him.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, Stan. Thank you, Stan. Stan is a principal member of the technical staff of Sandia National Laboratories, and he helps us to lead the challenge. We selected 2 applications here. One is the synthetic Lennon-Jones, and the other one is the rhodopsin protein. Stan, maybe you can say a few words about LAMPS and about the application.
Yeah. So LAMPS is a classical molecular dynamics code. It's typically used for material modeling, though it can also be used for biological systems. And as Ophir mentioned, there are 2 applications. One is the classic Leonard-Jones potential, which is just a simple pairwise interaction. And then there's also the solvated protein, which is the rhodopsin benchmark. So that's a more complex benchmark than Leonard-Jones. So I just wanted to say welcome to everybody and wish you good luck with the challenges and hope it's a good experience.
Thank you. Thank you, Stan. Moving on to the MetaHibmer 2, or I would write it as a short MHM2. It's a metagenome that helps to assemble a huge amount of sequences. This led by Stephen Hopfmeyer. Researchers are at Lawrence Berkeley National Lab. I think Stephen couldn't join today due to other obligations, but on behalf of him, I wish the team good luck, and let us know if you have any questions with the app, and I hope you enjoy. This application is, I would add, this application is different as it runs over PGAS that runs over verbs directly with no MPI. You can run it over MPI, but you don't have to. So it has a slightly different way of building and compiling and running. So it gives you another way of view of how applications are built and run in the industry. The next application is GPOW. GPOW is used for atomic scale quantum mechanical simulations and density functional theory. We have here Jassi, right? Jassi, are you here with us?
Yes, I hope you can hear me.
Senior application specialist at CSC, a Center of Science in Finland. Finland National Supercomputing Center. So Jassi, maybe say a few words to the teams.
Yeah, I hope you will enjoy working with GPOW. GPOW can actually work with solve the equations with a couple of different basis sets with some different pros and cons for each of them. For the challenges here, for the actual GPOW challenges, you will be using the finite difference, which is for the parallel scaling is typically the best one. But also as a part of the coding challenge, you will be working with plane wave basis, which has more MPI communication. GPOW's sort of unique feature is that it's actually the high-level algorithms and so on, they are implemented in Python and not the, let's say, more traditional C++ Fortran programming languages, even though most of the computation is actually done in C or in libraries. And I guess it gives also a bit different perspective how to install and set up applications because of all the Python dependencies and so on. And I'm looking forward what kind of results you will obtain with GPOW and possible performance enhancements you can find for the code.
Thank you, Jassi. Moving on to WRF. It's a weather research and forecasting model. It's a free and distributed development support for WRF shared resource. And WRF is a climate weather forecast and is led by Dave Gill, from software engineer from NCAR, National Center of Atmospheric Research. Dave, are you with us?
Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, Dave, go ahead.
I'd like to welcome all of the competition contestants. We are very excited to provide an activity for you. This is a classic MPI, OpenMP, CPU-based model that's the most widely used in the world for numerical weather prediction. It uses horizontal domain decomposition, and that's one of the ways that you will try to eke out as much performance as possible. Weather modeling, the weather itself is a chaotic system. So the validation process of the results that you get is actually one of the important portions of the competition. We've had thousands of users go through our tutorials, and we have tens of thousands of users. If you're interested, you can actually use this weather model to do your daily weather forecasting at your home institution. If you do have any questions, please make sure you take advantage of the Slack channel that's provided. And again, good luck to all of you. Thanks.
Thank you, Dave. Those were our 4 applications, and we are moving now to the coding challenge. This year, we decided to focus on a profiler tool called for MPI All-to-All-V. We found out that that's one of the problems for profiling is All-to-All and All-to-All-V as calls, and trying to analyze specifically this MPI call out of the whole application. And this coding challenge is led by Geoffrey Vallée. You can call him Geoff as well. He's an HPC architect from NVIDIA. Geoff, are you with us?
Yes.
Yes. So Geoff, maybe say a few words to the teams.
Sure. Thank you. So just in a nutshell, the goal here is to give you an idea of what we do very often during our daily job. So a few applications were just presented, and when you run on some specific platforms, it does not necessarily behave the way you expect it to behave. So it's not unusual, it's actually fairly usual to have to develop new tools or use existing tools to understand what's going on and try to do optimizations. So the goal here is really to give you that experience and try to understand very specific characteristics about applications. So I will do my best to be very reactive on the Slack channel. So if you have any question, just post your questions on Slack, and best of luck.
Thank you, Jove. I would add that we did 5 lectures about each of the application and the coding challenge, and all the videos are available on the YouTube channel of HPC Advisory, HPC and AI Advisory Council, and also on the website and the wiki. Also the presentation, so you can find all this knowledge, you can revert to that. If you have questions, of course, email us or join the Slack channel and ask us, and we'll try to do our best. We are moving on to present the judges and the committee members for this year. We have Anya, several years with us, from Germany. Dan Holz, everyone knows him, is everywhere. David Chow is our technical lead and help us with the lab testing and other stuff. Dave Gill, Wharf Wharf application development lead. Elizabeth is also everywhere, pushing many activities around women in science, and she's with us also several years now. Ivan, together with Stan, that you will see soon, is helping us with the LAMPS application. Filippo with us many years, supporting the competition for several years already, and helping us to select applications and judging and everything. Jan, also with us, was actually participating in one of the competition and continue with us. Now researcher at Intel. Geoff, leading our coding challenge from NVIDIA. Jassy, leading the GPO application from Finland, CSC. Luc Jolie is with us since last year with the Tinker HP application that held and is stayed and supporting us, and will be one of the judges. Ophir, it's me, supporting everything, whatever is needed. Park is in AMD as a principal solution, supporting us and judging. Scott Schultz, specialist, supporting and judging. Stephen, lead of the MetaHipmer from Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. And Stan, again, supporting the LAMPS application. Moving on, the scoring. How are we going to score? The main scoring would be 10% for the HPCC and HPCG. What we are going to do, we are going to probably give 5% for each cluster. We are going to ask you to do it on each of the clusters. GPO, 10%. Again, you need to run it on both clusters. LAMPS, 10%. You need to run it on both clusters. When you run it on the NSSC cluster, supercomputers, you can choose either to run it with GPUs, up to 4 GPUs, or up to 4 CPU nodes. And then you can play around that and select your the best numbers you get. So this is another way to feel the machines, feel the differences, and select. On the Niagara cluster, we have only CPU nodes, so you can run it only on 4 nodes over there. And MetaHipmer 2, this is limited only for CPU nodes. Wharf, 10%, limited only for CPUs and only for the Niagara cluster, just because it was slightly complicated to run it on the NSSC cluster. So we limited that there. Coding challenge also limited to the Niagara cluster, just to make it simple. In addition, we are going to add 10% of innovation, and the innovation can come from different ways. Whatever you think, whatever you do, even if you find the bugs, if you find the bugs in the code and you fix it, if you find places that you overreach other participants and thought out of the box, did something unusual to bring better performance on the cluster. Those are to the judges to decide. Some of the teams will get up to 10 points on the innovation part. With the interview that you will have around June timeframe, June 23 to 25 this time, I will send the invites later on. We will have about 40-45 minutes per interview that you need to present your work and convince the teams, that the judges, that you did the best job. So This is the scoring. Moving on to the awards, we will have, of course, first, second, and third place award. We'll have the HPL award, the highest Leanpack award, and fan favorite that is actually starting now. I will open the registration soon. I will send you the link. Fan favorite, it's for the new teams. It's a link that you need to vote for your best team. And we have an award for that. With that, I would ask you to join us, of course, to the award ceremony that will happen in July 1st, same time, 5 p.m. CST. It will be, again, a live event, probably similar on Zoom. Of course, because, and especially that this is a virtual digital event, I would like you to make the noise. Use those hashtags ISC21 and ISC_SCC. Post photos, post some of the images that we ask you to do, post on Twitter if you have a Twitter account. If not, you can use other social places, other social networks. So people will see what we are doing. And we came to the end. So I would like to thank everyone that joined. I wish I had the bell to ring it to start the competition. It's actually virtually already started, but this is the formal opening ceremony. So I would like to thank all the teams that joined, thank all the judges again, and thank again Danny from University of Toronto and NSCC, and thank, of course, ISC and NAGES for their support. It's a big team here that's supporting you, the students. I hope you use it, learn from it, continue and evolve and enjoy. It's a lot of fun, and good luck, and thank you, everyone.